The Avenue.
Yeah.
I find this one so energizing. I feel like it gets you excited, and I don't even know what for. Talk to me about The Avenue.
So I get the same thing with this song. It's a really positive, uplifting vibe. It's got this really lovely rhythm that just kind of you ride on the whole way through the song. The Avenue is a metaphor for the avenue of life, the journey of life. So you're on this journey and you're walking down, and we have those moments where we self-doubt. We have these moments where we feel totally in alignment, and having this awareness of, growing awareness as we grow older. If we do the work, what works for us, what doesn't work for us, and forming a stronger relationship with that. And then, continuing down that avenue, more and more connected to yourself, hopefully. Sometimes you're just going along your day and you're like, oh my God, I just don't feel totally in sync. What is that? And then there's times where you're just like, I feel so in alignment. And so, it's a metaphor for the journey of life.
Was the inspiration for this song, was it like retrospective, as though you kind of knew where it was going to be, or did you have a hiccup or a time that you felt like misaligned and then you were like, oh, I need to write about this?
I mean, I not specifically in the writing of this, but every life experience informs your perspective. And for me, I remember I had my production company, I was doing speeches, I was doing adventures, everything on the surface was going great. I stood up to do a speech I've done 30 times before to a load of kids in a church, and 5 minutes in I just was like, I've got nothing more to say. And I just felt I didn't say that out loud. Yeah. And I was like, I'm really sorry, I got dodgy tummy. And so I ran off. Luckily I was doing it with someone else. And I remember just sitting down afterwards going, what was that?
What happened? Yeah,
what was that? That was just so weird. And it kind of knocked my confidence, and I had to do a lot of sort of reflecting and go, okay, what is it? And I realized I was just kind of being all things to all people without being something to myself, and I was burning myself out. And it was my body's way of going, hold on, you need to take a pause here. You're not invincible. You can't just do everything all the time. And that was challenging, but really beautiful in terms of where I've got to now, having done the work on myself, to kind of go, okay, what does work for me, what doesn't work for me? And part of that process has been to follow my biggest passion, which is music. Even though I started at 30, I knew it would be a deathbed regret, and I was like, well, I have to. I've got this calling to be a songwriter, but this calling inside, just something about it just makes me light up. Time disappears. I'm in flow state. It's like, how can I ignore that? And so I've had, like everyone, ups and downs throughout my life, but I think the main thing is, are you willing to learn and grow from those experiences? And so this is a kind of tribute to that personal growth that I've been through, and that I think a lot of people go through in life.
Do you remember who you first showed this set of songs to that was outside of the music making process?
This song specifically, or the...
I'm going to go with this song specifically, if you remember.
So I had a buddy who's a videographer, and I asked him to come and just do some filming with me and some of the guys that I was there with. And he came and actually filmed so after the recording week, we were like, you write 12 songs in 1 week, then you part ways. We were like, we need to get this stuff down, otherwise we're going to forget what was what, and you miss the energy. So Rich and I basically had 2 days to just flesh out every idea, sketch it out and lay it down. And he was in the room and he was filming it and filmed. And when this song came up, he was like, that's my favorite, straight off the bat.
That's so interesting, isn't it? I feel like this is definitely up there as one of my most played songs from this album.
Oh,
so it's definitely a standout.
Nice.